Hello friends, welcome to Kishor Premier Academy, one of the most premier institute for GATE, IES and PSU examinations. In this video, we are going to discuss about the atomic structure. We need to have some idea of the atoms to understand the semiconductor properties. So we will discuss the atomic structure according to the Bohr atomic model. According to the Bohr atomic model, the first thing that we need to know is that the atom consists of, know that the atoms consist of electrons which are negatively charged, protons which have positive charges, and neutrons which are neutral. These are the three particles that we found inside the atoms, any atoms. Second point is that proton and neutron, proton and the neutron particles exist at the center, or we can say core of the atom, of any atom. And this core of the atom is known as nucleus. That means proton and neutron particles exist inside the nucleus. The third point is that electron exists outside of the nucleus. And the fourth point, we said that electrons are present in an orbit, in different orbits, you can say, in different orbits, or we can say different cells. There are different names, or it is called as energy levels around the nucleus. So here we can see that the electrons are existing in different orbits outside the nucleus, and these orbits are also called cells, or it is also called energy levels. This terminology, energy levels, is very much important for the semiconductor device. That means we can say that electrons are existing at different energy levels around the nucleus, and these energy levels are also called as orbit, or it is also called as cells. So let us see the structure of the atom. The structure of the atom will look like this. This will be the structure of the atoms. Here Here we can see this is the structure of the atoms. So here we can see that this is the nucleus. We can say that this is the core of the atom, that is the nucleus, and inside the core of the atom there is neutron and proton particles, and these are the electrons. These things, black dots, are electrons, and these electrons are revolving around this nucleus in different energy levels. That means we can say energy levels. This is one energy level, this is another energy level, this is also another energy level. These are different energy levels in which the electrons are present. Now we can say, if we say the first energy level, the radius or the distance of the first energy level is the R1. The second energy level has a distance, suppose R2. The third energy level has a distance, suppose R3. Here, if we denote the energy level as like this, the first energy level as E1, the second one is E2, third one is E3. So we can say here the energy levels E3 is greater than E2 and E2 is greater than 1, and also the distance R3 is greater than R2 and greater than R1. Now these electrons are rotating around this nucleus depending on the force of attraction, because this nucleus, this whole nucleus, this nucleus is of positively charged, electrons are negatively charged. So there will be a force of attraction between the nucleus and the electrons. That force of attraction is equals to F equals to 1 into divided by R square, where Q1 will be the charge of nucleus and Q2 will be the charge of electron. So electrons will have its own energy. Depending on this, electrons will take different energy levels, and these are the energy levels. Now the electrons which are outside of the nucleus, there are different energy levels. There is one electron. Suppose if I denote the electrons, if I take different electrons, suppose I have these electrons, I am considering these electrons. So this is the electron at the energy level 1, this is the electron at the energy level 2, and this is the electron at energy level 3. It has been seen that the electrons which are orbiting around the nucleus in the outer orbits will have higher energy than the electrons in the inner orbits. So we can say that energy of electrons in the outer orbit will be greater than the energy of electrons in the inner orbits. And these electrons which are in the inner orbits are bound by the nucleus heavily. That's why they are called the bound electrons. The electrons which are in the outer orbits are loosely bound by the nucleus, and if we apply external energy, then we can detach these electrons out from the atom. Now, according to the atomic theory, we can see that the electron existing at the outermost orbit need some energy to move out against the attraction force. Suppose if I consider these two electrons, this electron and these electrons, if I want to make the electron come out of the atoms, then for this I need low amount of energy needed to make the electron come out of the atom. And here, if I need to make the electron come out of the atom, this electron, then I need some higher amount of energy. Higher amount of energy needed. So we can see that the electrons which are in the outermost orbit has high probability of leaving the atoms. And when they leave the atom, the atoms will become positive first, and the electrons will become free electrons. So this was the basic structure of an atom, and after this we'll go in deep inside the atoms. That means here we have seen that the electrons are rotating in different energy levels. Now we will explore these energy levels. What are these energy levels? Are the electrons only in at the energy levels, or is there something inside the energy? So this is all about the basic structure. In the next video, we will discuss about the energy levels of the electrons. And last of all, do not forget to subscribe and like our channel to get more videos like this. Thank you.